All right, greetings everyone, and welcome to the Peaceful Solution Character Education Incorporated Global Conference on Peace. One of the things that we want to make sure that we bring before, especially this nation's capital, is the problems throughout this world can be stopped with just a few simple changes. Poor leadership, youth violence, the prison systems, environmental issues, negative peer pressures, uncontrolled emotions, eating disorders, domestic violence, moral decline, war, theft, teen pregnancy, and the economy trouble. Many times we've heard these mentioned on this nation's capital. But today, the Peaceful Solution Character Education Incorporated offers every nation a solution to each and every one of these problems. The only way the peaceful solution won't work in your life is if you refuse it. And that is a quote from the founder of the Peaceful Solution, Israel Hawkins himself.
One of the key factors that separates and distinguishes character from personality is called moral values, which govern the way people think and behave. Morality can be divided into three basic categories. 1, behavior and attitude towards all life. 2, behavior and attitude towards possessions and property. And 3, behavior and attitude towards the environment.
Ownership, we should always respect the owner of their belongings, and we should always ask permission to touch someone's belongings, and also accept their answer.
An easy way to remember to practice self-control is to think of the STOP acronym. It's a unique acronym that the Peaceful Solution has in our self-control unit, and it's the STOP acronym. It stands for Stop, Think, Consider Your Options, and Proceed. And the STOP acronym isn't something, it's, small stop sign, we see it every day, but it's not something that you rush through. You take it slowly, the stop. You want to stop, consider, okay, what's at hand, or even before the situation's at hand. To stop, take the time, and just think about it. Go to the next step. Think, what if I make this step, what's going to occur? Think of your options. You want to stop, then think, consider your options. If I do this, what will it lead to? If I do this choice, what will it lead to? What will it affect me further on in my life? And then proceed with the choice, with the right choice. Proceed with the choice that won't bring harm to you, to anyone else, but everyone can benefit from the choice that you make.
Abstinence and education and morality. Now, I'm going to say a statement, and I want you to really key in on this, because abstinence is a very important part. Abstinence, true abstinence. But abstinence alone will not stop the sexually transmitted diseases from spreading, nor will it eliminate the birth defects. It will not. Abstinence alone will not. Abstinence must be combined with character education taught through the Peaceful Solution in order for it to work.
Now, the goal of Peaceful Solution Character Education Program is to teach everyone to develop and maintain a positive moral character. The need for character education stems from the simple fact that we take our characters wherever we go. It's not like this book. I don't take this wherever I go, but my character, I take it wherever I go.
One of the first places I started teaching at was called the Urban Connection, Lincoln Courts, Series 8 housing. And these are children that have backgrounds. Also at this particular center, I have the opportunity to teach summer classes. This is the way the classroom looked like when I first started, and it looked so nice. And then the crowd started coming in. Little by little, over 6 sessions during the summer, I covered many topics from ownership, respect, to self-control, to the importance of asking, to teaching them honesty and trust, teaching them not to steal. During this time, this one particular slide, I was so impressed that one of the youngsters actually wrote notes that I said, I have to take a picture of this. This is priceless, for them to actually sit down and write notes. This is just an idea of the number of classes I've taught between the fall of 2009, 2010, total number of classes, total number of students, Boys and Girls Club, Victory Outreach. I think I get the most folks at Victory Outreach and the most classes in because that's a weekly class.
Moral values define your character and your ability to control yourself. A person with moral values distinguishes between right and wrong and makes choices that will cause no harm to himself or others. No one ever makes you angry. You choose to become angry. Whether you realize it or not, you make a conscious choice to respond to an individual or situation with anger. Anger, like all other emotions, is fueled by your thoughts and how you understand the world around you.
Now, asking shows respect for others and for their possessions. It will also prevent conflicts, and it's a very important part of our daily interactions. Now, I want to paint a picture in everybody's mind. I want everyone to imagine a day where nobody could ask for anything. Everyone did as they pleased. People went and stole things. They didn't ask for anything. Imagine the stealing that would take place during that day, the riots, the conflicts, the fighting, the violence, and the murders that would take place during that day, all because no one cared to ask. That's what a lot of people in the world are lacking today, is a sense of trust, a sense of security between them and their fellow neighbor.
What you see here is a seminar that we had not long ago. A few familiar faces there, and people from all over the world came to this seminar to learn about this Peaceful Solution Character Education Program and how to change the suffering that they were experiencing in their home countries. This is an interesting story in that the gray-headed man there is shaking the hands with the man with the book. And what makes this so interesting is that the man with the book, about 2 years ago, he was drinking and driving and doing drugs. And he ran over the son of the man standing next to him shaking his hand, resulting in an immediate loss of life. I mean, right there on the spot, on the ground. The man, the father of the young man that died, he started practicing the Peaceful Solution. He started coming to class, and he learned about acceptance. He learned about respect for others. He learned about forgiveness, and he learned about self-control. And so when this man's probation or parole came up, because he spent some time in prison for the deed, and when his parole came up, all the man's family members came and said, you know, you need to keep him in there. You need to put him away for life. And the man said, no, I'm going to practice the Peaceful Solution. I'm going to use self-control. And so he told the judge that he would be for his parole if the judge would allow him to come to the Peaceful Solution classes. And so the judge did, and the man did come. And this was after 4 or 5 short classes, and he's doing really great.
I know about the effects of incarceration, and I know that stealing is wrong. But before the Peaceful Solution Character Education Program came into my life, there was one key factor that was missing. Nobody could show me how to stop stealing. Nobody could actually show me how to change my thoughts from desiring to take my neighbor's property. And these gentlemen here are in the same situation that I was in. All they need is a guide. They only needed someone to guide them in simple moral principles. And I see how their hearts and minds change in the prison. And I tell them, hey, you don't wait till you get out of here to make changes. If you're not willing to make them right now and right here, you're not going to change. So don't fool yourself and say, well, I can't wait till I get out so I can do this and do that and not do the wrong thing anymore. No, you can do it right here and right now with the basic inmate workshop that we teach in the Peaceful Solution.
Science has actually proven it, that we are 99.9% all the same. We only differ by 0.1%, and that just is the physical differences that you see in people. The color of their skin, maybe the slant of their eyes, how big their nose is, or their ears, or so forth. So we need to focus on this 99.9% that we're the same, instead of the 0.1, not even 1%. You realize that? 0.1% that we're different. But yet, most of the conflicts and the problems that deal with acceptance is a result of only focusing on 0.1%.
History has shown us that wars have never solved any problems. Fighting or retaliating against your neighbor, whether it be the guy that lives next door to you or whether it be someone halfway across the ocean, has never brought peace. It is each and every one of our responsibility to take the initiative to bring about peace within our society. And the only way we can do that is not first point the finger at somebody else, but we have to look at us and see what steps that we can take to change ourselves so that we can be a benefit to others.
And you know, I was speaking to one of the speakers that are gonna have the opportunity to address you in a few minutes, and he said to me, you know, the measure of success of this conference is not in the amount of people that show up, because you could speak to 2 people, and if those 2 people really get the picture, peace will spread. You know, peace will definitely spread. So it's not in the amount of people, but it's the quality of person. It's the type of person who will grasp the concepts of the peaceful solution and actually apply them first in our lives, in each and every individual's life. And then by doing that, by our example, we then teach. You know, one of the things that we always teach the children is that you're always teaching. This love for peace is definitely shown all around the world. You know, this picture right here, you know, is just an extension, a branch of the peaceful solution and the work that the peaceful solution is involved in. This picture right here comes from Lagos, Nigeria. I like this picture. That's what the peaceful solution could do for all of us. You know, that's what the peaceful solution can definitely do for all of us if we'll realize what we really have in front of us. You know, that the peaceful solution truly is a treasure. This is a picture in Kenya of the peaceful solution going forward and being handed over to an individual who has started an organization of which he's going to speak to you about this afternoon, or this morning. It is afternoon or morning, in between. The Barack H. Obama organization, which that organization is named after his father. We know somebody else whose name is Barack H. Obama. But this organization is named after the father of this individual. And if you'd all please give a warm welcome, I'd like to present to you Malik Obama.